Yeah, so for that to say, that's kind of what I wish I had done differently. So I wish that I had done more practice questions and used the content that I didn't know on those questions. So for example, if there's a question about, I don't know, amino acids, and I couldn't remember for the life of me basic versus acidic, I would go through and make sure I memorized that, and then I put it on my checklist, and I'd keep that checklist so then I would know to review it in the next couple days. One other thing that I wanted to talk about, other than those three main things, were things that I think that you need to know cold. And someone told me this, and it really made a big difference. You really need to know your amino acids cold. Know how to draw them, know how to recognize them, know the 3-letter abbreviations, know the 1-letter ones, and also know what's acidic, what's basic. That will save you a lot of time and a lot of question, I think, actually. Also know your psychology really well. If you think about it, a lot of people that are taking the MCAT are biology majors, right? And it's based off of a curve. And so if you can kind of beat the system and you can learn that psychology really well, where people may not be doing as well, that's a lot. That's kind of room that you could gain some points. I know that made a big difference for me. One thing that I would recommend, though, is your make sure, like, I did flashcards for psychology terms. I think that was recognition, and that really changed and helped my score. I know that there's so many good resources, so I don't really want to name them, but I did use a lecture course, and I did use a book course, and I used a lot of the free online resources, but like I said, I don't know that was necessary. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship, so I don't know if that's all necessary. One thing, there is these fact sheets that you can get from Kaplan, and they're very thin, and they say if you memorize that'll give you a lot. And I have to admit, that was a great thing I could do in line. In between things, I could okay, what's the equation for velocity? What's the equation for in fluid dynamics for this and this? And so I wish I had done that a little earlier. I hope that helps. I want you to know that a test does not validate your identity. It doesn't take anything from you or give you more power than another human being. I think, unfortunately, we put a lot of pressure on people to do well on exams, but you're also a human, and I think humans make the best doctors, not the smartest people. Obviously, you need to know the content, you need to take care of your patients, and you need to do well on every part of the MCAT, because it's better to have a good, broad understanding of everything. But like I said, just don't put that pressure on yourself. It's not necessary, and I wish you the best. If you have any questions, reach out, and have a great rest of your day.